Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton TFs, and as you can see from the title, we are finally looking at all the Protectobots. I just got done posting my review of Groove by the time you're probably watching this. I think this review is going to be going up at least an hour or two after Groove, so... anyways, all the vehicles here looking very armed for Protectobots. I mean, you got a fire truck with cannons, police car with weird cannons, a Ecto-1 looking ambulance, SWAT vehicle with cannons and a claw, and the heaviest one here, a rescue chopper with a machine gun, twin Gatling guns, and 6 rockets. I mean, wow. And then an unarmed motorcycle. Of these, they look really good together. I mean, just like the aerial bots, they really work as a team. They look like one singular unit, even though some of the colors are different. But just thought I'd go over these. You can see the size difference here with Groove and wow. Again, about to call this guy Ratchet. First Aid. So there is that. So let's go ahead and get these guys into robot mode, and we'll continue my thoughts on that. And so here we got all the Protectobots in robot mode, and again, just like the aerial bots, like I said before, a really great looking team. The only one that really stands out is, well, basically these two, Blades and Hotspot. Mainly because they're, not primarily white. Though, Rook here does stand out more than these three do because of the extra blue added that these three don't have unless you count the vehicle mode for Streetwise, which I think the blue works because in vehicle mode you can tell they're both police cars. I know in some states here, or even some counties in my own state here in Colorado, there are some police cars that have the blue added to them rather, instead of the black. But then you got Groove here, who's black, gold, silver, and white. Just looks really cool. And so let's get these guys armored up, and then after that we'll take a look at the combined builds. Okay, and here are all the Protectobots all armed and looking really badass. I can't wait to pick up the Perfect Effect add-ons for these guys. I'm going to be getting the black set, of course, and then the white set will be going to the Superion set. Might be getting the purple for Menasor, but we'll see what happens. But as they look good. They all have their individual weapons, First Aid here having his axe, Streetwise his rifle or shotgun. Then you've got Rook here with his his electrostatic kind of jaws of life along with his Hulk hand. You got Blades here with his little machine gun and twin, Gatling guns. And then since Groove here doesn't come with a weapon, I gave him the Cliff Jumper or Huffer gun, or even the Legends Prime, either one works. And Hotspot's got his 2 rifles. So without further ado, let's get these guys all together in their combined mode, or in their individual combined modes, and then we'll put together Defensor. Okay, now it is time to combine these. Now first off, I'm going to start with the official, according to the box and the instructions of how to do this, but I will show you my personal preference for it. So let's go ahead and start. We'll go ahead and put the legs on, being First Aid and Streetwise. Then before we put on our arms, we're going to go ahead and take Groove here. Now, I'll get into this in a second, but yeah, go ahead and take Groove here. You want to... Now, one thing I never noticed is with these little side tabs here, they're actually supposed to go into these little slots right here. So you just want to put those just right over those. It'll stay. There we go. And you can just put Groove on just like that. And let's take Rook, put him right there, and Blades will go right there. Let's fix these. Now as far as the weapon goes, you take these, again, just like I said in my Hotspot review, and those just plug together. Okay, here over there. And just plug into Defensor's hand. He does look pretty good. I mean, let's go ahead and bring in a couple of other of our Combiner Wars figures. Superion. He is a little bit shorter than Superion, but it kind of makes sense with him being made up of emergency vehicles rather than jets. And then here is Menasor just towering over him. So yeah, and it doesn't help that I have the legs mistransformed in the position that I like. But yeah, he's the shortest so far of the Combiner Wars, you know, fully combined teams. Hopefully we get something to rectify that with his legs, like a little extension that can keep these from collapsing in, or just something to help out with it, because it just looks too short. Now, one thing I do want to mention is at Toy Fair, when we first seen him, his forehead was a little too far forward. It was just like that. And that was because on this double hinge, they didn't have it set correctly. You just pop it back like so, and he's perfect. And he does have some really nice detail. He's kind of got his aviators on, but on the cheeks, he's got this weird kind of scarred detail, especially right there. It's got that one little part that's more than the other side, so it's a little asymmetrical. But I find that adds some character to him, and it does look pretty good, regardless of that little mark. Now, there is one problem I do have with the shoulders, and that is with the plastic that they use for these, it's too flimsy. So if you go to try to move the arms too much, it will knock off groove, and then that happens. So you actually have to hold him by the shoulder and then move the shoulder, you know, the actual ratchet. But so that kind of sucks, and then, like I said, it knocks off groove. So let's go ahead and put him in the configuration I like, and we'll go from there. Okay, and here we have Defensor in the form that I usually go with, from what I remember in the cartoon of the G1 configuration. You've got, you know, obviously Blades is going to be the right arm, then you've got First Aid as the left, and Streetwise, then what would be Groove is now Rook and Groove. I mean, if you want, just jut out the leg a little bit. Cut that in my Groove video. But as far as a combiner, he is pretty good. A little weird having one arm a little bit thinner than the other, but I guess this could be like a shield type, or a beefier arm, kind of like what you had with Skidmud, but not as bad. And still exactly the same height, so nothing really changes. So, in my opinion, you know, as a team, they work really well. Individual figures, again, really well done. And as far as, you know, the main torso goes with Hotspot, he is by far, in my opinion, the best robot mode torso piece. But as a torso, doesn't work so well. I think Superion's torso is still the best so far. And one thing I can see with how they do Bruticus is changing these into what look like shuttle wings, instead of having this like scaffolding or girders coming off. I mean, it is one option, so there you have that, and you can also have him wielding the pistols just like the G1 toy would. So yeah, that pretty much does it for the Protectobots and Defensor here. I will be updating this video when I get the perfect hands and feet, so you can see that, and that pretty much does it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I will have all the figures reviews down in the description below, along with annotations all across the top here, so you can see those. Remember to please check out my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and, well, obviously the YouTube page. All those links will be down in the description below. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. It means a lot. Please like and comment on this video. Tell me what you think of Defensor. And that's pretty much it. So see you guys next time.